Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a new video. So what we're going to be doing in this video is actually removing the PPF on the front end. It's still on the fenders and the front bumper. I did have it on the hood, on the stock hood, but obviously we replaced that with the OEM GTS hood. And the reason why I'm going to be removing the PPF is because I'm getting the hood blended with the rest of the car. So the fenders, the front bumper, onto the door a little bit to get this color matched perfect. We're actually going to delete the reflectors here. I was just going to get them paint matched and have them blended as well, but we're going to delete that entirely so it's going to be nice and smooth. Yes, I can just buy a OEM Euro bumper, but they're like $1,200 and it's almost easier and a little bit more cost effective just to delete them. So when it's at Panis getting blended, we're just going to get rid of them entirely, and it's going to be nice and smooth, and we're not going to have this ugly kind of outline as well as the mismatch. So it's going to be nice and smooth and perfect. And also we're going to get the rear part of the bumper, the little bump from the previous owner, fixed. Kind of mentioned that in another video. It's really small right here, but we're going to get that sorted out and fixed. You can kind of see it there. A little dirty, but they're going to pop that out, reform it, and touch it up where they need to. So I got the car like that. Obviously I knew about it. It's always bothered me, so we're gonna get that knocked out. Also, we're gonna be replacing the banner with the gloss black. So we did the satin, the matte black. Love it. I really like the look, but I want to try gloss. I actually have another roll of matte and also gloss, so I can go back to the matte if I want to. But I need to move the car out into the sun to let the PPF warm up. I've actually started on this side just to see how easy it was going to come off. It's coming off very easily, and it was sitting in the garage for quite some time. Also, you can see it on the bumper here. Started removing it a little bit, but I'm going to pull it out and let it sit in the sun, so it's going to come off really easily. But also, while the car is out in the driveway warming up, I'm going to actually pull out the Swisstrax, the center section, and clean it up. It's been a little over 4 years since I put this floor down, and it looks amazing. I love this floor so much. But every once in a while, it's nice to kind of pull it out and clean underneath, because all the little rocks and stuff fall down there, and you know, it's nice to clean up every once in a while. So let me pull the F80 out, hang out in the driveway for a little bit, warm up for the PPF to remove. And in the meantime, I'm going to pull out the Swisstrax and get it cleaned up underneath. So let's pull that out and get started. The car chilling out there in the sun, warming up. PPF's gonna be super easy to get off. We're not gonna have to use any heat guns or anything. Looks pretty awesome just hanging out there. But now let's go ahead and pull out the Swisstrax. So I'm gonna pull out the Swisstrax. I'm not gonna pull out the entire thing. So in other words, just kind of the border that comes around here, I'm gonna leave that. I just want to get the center section cleaned up. So basically where the black tile is, I'll pull that straight out into the driveway, and we'll take a look at the concrete. Everybody's always wondering how the concrete looks after all the washes that I do in here. So I'll show you that. I'll show you the cleanup, and I'll show you how it's done. So I'm probably gonna do it in 2 sections. Probably just gonna cut it right down the middle here, slide that out, and then I'll pull the other section out as well and slide it out. So let's go ahead and get that done. All right, guys, so that is 4 years of filth underneath the Swisstrax. Honestly, really not that bad. I mean, considering, you know, we pull 2 cars in here every single day, and you know, there's just obviously some debris and leaves and stuff like that, but concrete is totally fine. These stains were already here prior to me moving in. You know, that's just the nature of concrete and previous owners using the house and parking in here and all that. But pretty amazing for 4 years. So all of this dirt and grime is just underneath the Swisstrax. That took me like 5 minutes to pull out, so not hard at all. Everybody's always kind of hesitant to go with Swisstrax or this type of flooring because they're afraid of things falling through and it getting dirty underneath. But I mean, this is the first time in 4 years, and it's not bad at all. So what I'm gonna do is use the vacuum on the wall, clean things up. I'll probably hose it down, and that'll be it. It's a good opportunity to wash off the Swisstrax as well with a hose or pressure washer as well, if you want to do that. But since I wash in here, the Swisstrax stays pretty darn clean. So let me go ahead and start vacuuming, cleaning this up, and then I'll show you kind of what it looks like after that. So got everything cleaned up in terms of the vacuuming. I also use the leaf blower, just kind of blow out any remaining dust. Look how terrible the garage looks without the Swisstrax, and how much better it is with just a matter of a few tiles throwing it in here, and it makes it look like a showroom as opposed to having a dirty floor like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and rinse it down and then let it dry out a little while, throw that back in, and we can get back on the F80. Alright guys, so I actually sprayed down some all-purpose cleaner and pressure washed it down. Came out so much better. It was pretty darn filthy. So I'm gonna let it dry. I got both fans going, and it should dry pretty quickly. It's pretty warm out, but pretty amazing how much better the floor came out. I mean, it looks like this when it's not wet. So I'm glad I took the time to do that, obviously, because it's the first time I've done that in 4 years. So I figured I might as well give it a good cleaning while the floor is out. So while this is drying, we're going to jump onto the F80, pull the PPF off, and then this should be dry by then, and we can pull that back in. Alright guys, got all the PPF removed. Got to remove the little carbon fangs there to get the PPF underneath there, but otherwise it is completely off. Came off nice and smooth. As you can see, it was kind of yellow a little bit, so it was affecting the overall color shade a little bit, but still after Panis gets to it, it's going to be absolutely perfect, and we're going to get rid of those reflectors, and it's going to look awesome. Let's go take a look at the garage floor. So it is drying up, nearly there. I'm going to throw it back in very, very shortly, but as you can see, that's what it looks like now that it's clean and starting to dry out. But pretty amazing after 4 years. Concrete still looks great. All right guys, so it is pretty much dry. I'm probably gonna pull it in, but you can see the dry spots, how much better it looks. And I mean, you saw the power washing of how much grime was coming up. So I'm pretty pleased, happy I did that. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull in the Swisstrax, get it all buttoned up, and we should be done. Alright guys, Swisstrax is back in, looking beautiful. Actually replaced a few tiles that had some dings in them from over the years. I had some extra in a box over there, and it turned out amazing. Everything just snapped back in just like a puzzle, and knowing that it's nice and clean underneath is a very, very good feeling. Now I got to rinse off the driveway because there's so much dirt there, but pull the F80 in, rinse that off, then we'll get going on the banner. All right guys, quite a few hours later, but I just spent the last like 25-30 minutes getting any adhesive off from the PPF. I also took off the little carbon fangs here, so those are off. Took the PPF off underneath that, and everything is looking good. But man, I gotta say, PPF is great, but there is nothing like having true paint showing in front of you. It looks so much better to me. I'm even considering not re-PPFing the front end because it just looks so good, you know, with just the paint. But we will see once we get everything done and how I feel about it. But right now, all the PPF is off. We still have it out the headlights, the roof, the mirrors, the side skirts, B-pillars, the rear quarter here, as well as the rear bumper, little shelf. Also the OEM stock hood, that's still PPF'd as well. Nice to still have that, but at the same time, I was always kind of hesitant on PPF to begin with. So gave me an excuse to remove it completely and see how beautiful the paint is underneath. And it is absolutely beautiful. I cannot wait to get everything blended and everything looking good so I can polish it out, ceramic coat it, and have it looking perfect. We will see about PPFing, but as I mentioned, we're going to be deleting those entirely. We're going to be shaving, filling those in, and you won't even see them. They'll just look like this part of the bumper just completely gone, which is going to be really nice. You can see how dirty the car is compared to the fender and the door. The door is pretty dirty because I've been driving the car. The front end obviously is perfectly clean. But next thing we're going to do is actually remove the matte satin banner, and I got some gloss. I also got more of a satin. That one's more matte. This is more satin. This is gloss. So I got kind of 3 different variants. The matte is cool, but I think I'm going to try out the gloss to see if it kind of blends with the roof a little bit better. See how that looks. If not, we'll try the satin over here. But let's go ahead and get that knocked out. I don't know if I'm going to film too much on it, but let me go ahead and get that done. I'll show you what it looks like. We'll go from there. All right, guys. So I finished up the gloss banner. I think that blends in so much better because you don't really see it unless you're looking for it. And it gives a really nice look when you're driving. Turned out much better than the previous one. I was able to tuck it so much better underneath the little rubber seal there. It's got a nice seam along the whole top of the window, and it turned out great. A few little air bubbles that we could work out with some heat. Avery Dennison is very, very easy to get the little bubbles out, and plus it's gonna sit in the sun and everything, so blends in so much better than the satin or the matte. So I think I'm gonna run the gloss for now. I still have the satin over there that we can change it up to in the future, but yeah, I think the gloss looks so much better. All right, guys, so that is gonna do it for this one. I ended up removing the beautiful carbon vent to get ready for paint, so we don't have to worry about that getting lost or damaged or anything. I was thinking about removing the side vents and everything there, but I'm just gonna let Panis handle that. But yeah, it's ready to go. PPF is removed. Carbon pieces over here. We got the new banner on there, and the car is looking pretty darn awesome. Can't wait to get this thing finished so I don't have to worry about it anymore and just enjoy the car as it is. But got the floor clean, super happy. Kind of hard to see, but it is super clean under there now, and doesn't make any noise anymore when you're walking, which is nice because no more gravel and all that stuff underneath. So super clean. I'm happy I spent the time to get that done. But that is going to do it for this one, guys. If you have any questions at all, be sure to ask them below. But in the meantime, keep it clean, keep it simple, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.